Picture this. It's 1 in the morning. You're laying in bed, telling yourself, just one more video. But somehow, 1 turns into 10, and 10 turns into hours. And before you even know it, you're still scrolling, even though you don't even want to. Now, I'll be honest, I've been in this position many, many times. And perhaps you can't relate to me, but I'm sure we can all relate that social media is becoming a bigger and bigger part in everyone's lives. And especially for me, social media changed how I use my time, how I studied, how I saw other people, and how they saw me. And this really started my freshman year of high school. Entering high school, I had a few goals. I wanted to be popular. I wanted to be known. I wanted to be recognized and looked up upon like a role model. And I thought to myself, social media is probably the fastest way to get there. And so I started posting. On my Instagram page, I made a series called Road to 4.0 GPA, where I documented my after-school routines, study habits, hobbies, and what I did in my free time, basically showing the most productive, studious, and performative version of myself. And at the start, nothing really happened. It was just a few friends supporting me, encouraging me to continue. And that's exactly what I did. And sooner or later, my videos got views. Tens of thousands of views, actually. Comments, likes, and follows. And in the moment, it felt amazing because, I just achieved my goal. But it wasn't just about the attention I gained. It was also about discipline. See, because my content revolved around the fact that I needed a perfect routine, I had to create one and stick to one. And so this experience actually made me more productive and used my time better as a student. But then something happened that I didn't expect. People at school started to recognize me. But hey, you might ask, isn't this what you wanted? Isn't this what you wanted, like having everyone recognize you? You being known to everyone. Now, I thought so too, but clearly it wasn't. Because I realized I value connections, relationships, and conversations so much when they're built from the ground up. And so when I met someone that knew who I was, they knew my study habits, they knew my routines, that made me really uncomfortable. But it wasn't just about being uncomfortable. It was also the other side of social media. The addiction, the constant short videos, the endless feeds, and your online presence. And so I knew I needed change. Now, looking back, I think I went through 3 main stages of social media. The first stage, as I explained, I was fully engaged. I was posting everything, chasing that attention. But of course, I realized the cons of doing so. And so I actually went to the complete opposite side. I stopped using social media almost entirely. I deleted apps, halted connections, and honestly, this was probably the best decision I've ever made in my life. Because for the first time, I felt more in the present. I could focus on the things that mattered to me the most, like playing tennis, practicing calligraphy, or even working on robotics, without feeling that urge to post about it. Although this experience made me more connected to the things closer to me, it also made me feel disconnected. See, social media, at the end of the day, when used right, is probably the most powerful source of connection we as human beings have today. And so when I deleted social media, what that meant to me was that I was missing out on connections. I was missing out on updates And heck, I was even missing out on opportunities I should apply towards as a high school student. And so that brings me here today, in front of you all. Today, I've started to reuse social media. I've re-downloaded apps, I've resumed connections, but I use it in a more thoughtful way. Because instead of posting about everything or scrolling at midnight, I always think to myself a question. Is it benefiting me or is it actually hurting me? And in order to combat the addiction that I had with social media, I had to use extreme measures like putting strict time limits on my phone. If that was using the screen time app or other applications that completely block off my other apps. But I'm not here today to tell you how to use social media. I'm here today to deliver a message, my own reflection on how I use social media, in hopes that you'll learn from it. The real message I want to convey today is that the next time when you're about to post something, the next time when you're about to scroll for the entire night again, just think to yourself, is it actually going to benefit me or hurt me? Because at the end of the day, your life is not meant to be posted. Your life is meant to be lived. Thank you.